first time I'm meeting Ashia face to face, and I should know her intentions for my brother. I am very protective of Maxwell. We value first sons so much. We don't joke with our first sons. Anything that will try to take him away from the family, we fight against it by all means.
Sometimes those differences can balance a relationship, but sometimes they can also create challenges if both people do not understand each other. Meeting your partner's family is already stressful, but when there are cultural differences involved, everything becomes even more complicated. It is not just about making a good impression, it is about understanding traditions, family roles, and expectations. Maxwell's parents were naturally watching everything because they wanted to understand the person their son has chosen. For many families, especially when someone is serious about marriage, bringing someone home is a major step. They want to know if this person respects their child. They want to know if the relationship is built on something real. They want to know if both people are ready. And honestly, I understand why Maxwell's family had questions. From their perspective, they are trying to protect someone they love. At the same time, Ashia is also trying to enter a completely different environment and figure out where she fits. That is not always easy. When you date someone from a different background, you cannot only love the person, you also have to respect where they come from, because their culture and family helped shape who they are. You do not have to understand everything immediately, but you have to be willing to learn. That is where communication becomes important. Ashia cannot expect Maxwell to completely change everything about himself, and Maxwell cannot expect Ashia to immediately understand every tradition without explaining it. Both sides have to meet halfway. One of the biggest things about this visit was watching how Maxwell's family reacted. Sometimes parents can notice things quickly because they are looking from the outside. They are watching body language, they are watching conversations. They are trying to see if everything feels genuine. And when a mother is protective over her child, she will pay attention to everything. But there also has to be a balance. Family opinions matter, but Maxwell is still the person in the relationship. He has to decide what works for him. Another big part of this conversation is the pressure that comes with family expectations. In some families, there are certain hopes about marriage, children, and traditions. But relationships today often involve two people from completely different worlds coming together. That means both sides have to adjust. The important thing is respect. You can have different beliefs, you can have different lifestyles, but respect has to be there. The concern with Ashia and Maxwell is whether their differences are something they can grow from or something that will create problems later. Because love is important, but compatibility matters too. A relationship cannot survive only because two people care about each other. They also have to understand each other. They have to communicate. They have to accept each other. This visit showed that Ashia still has a lot to learn about Maxwell's family dynamic. But Maxwell also has to make sure he helps her understand, instead of leaving her to figure everything out alone. When someone brings a partner into their family, they become the bridge between both sides. Maxwell has to help Ashia understand his family, and he has to help his family understand Ashia. The biggest mistake couples make is thinking love will automatically solve cultural differences. It does not. The conversations still need to happen. What do you expect from marriage? How involved will family be? How will decisions be made? What traditions matter? Those things need to be clear, because after marriage, small misunderstandings can become bigger issues. Another thing that stood out is that Ashia has a strong personality, and that can be a good thing. But she also has to know when to listen and observe. Sometimes when you enter a new family environment, the best thing you can do is understand first before judging, because what seems strange to you might be normal to someone else. And the same goes for Maxwell's family. They also have to understand that Ashia comes from a different background and will have her own way of seeing things. Relationships between different cultures work when both people are willing to learn, not when one person expects the other to change completely. At the end of the day, Ashia meeting Maxwell's parents was a major test for their relationship. It showed the differences they still need to work through. It showed the questions his family has, and it showed that love is only the beginning. Now Ashia and Maxwell have to prove they can combine their worlds while still respecting where they both come from. Because a successful relationship is not about one person losing themselves. It is about two people building something new together.